Welcome to your Friday safety brief. Oh, nice. I love the effect. Welcome to the safety brief, y'all. Safety brief is where we give our best suggestions to survive the weekend while not losing your job or rank if you're still one of those brave souls still in the military. Shout out to those young bucks. But we got an exciting show ahead of us. I want to introduce an influencer for the show. But before we do so, I'd like to show some content. So, Mike, go ahead, take it away, man. Jesus.
What can I say? I'm really good at laying in wet puddles and eating tacos, JD.
Bro, have you ever considered getting just maybe a little bit of sun?
No. Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? It's spring break, everybody.
I don't want skin cancer. That doesn't sound safe.
I don't have skin cancer.
Well,
welcome to spring break, y'all. My name is JD. This is Brandon.
Hi, Internet.
You ever seen social media? Brandon is, well, you're kind of everywhere, man, right?
Yeah. I feel like I'm everywhere.
Right. So it's Friday. This is our safety brief. It's been a week.
What has it been a week?
It's been a year.
Yeah.
It's, what, March already?
Yeah.
Did you catch full Grunt on Wednesday?
I did. Did you?
I did. It was fun.
Yeah. Michael is in timeout right now because he fucking sucks. So, Michael.
So, the reason why he's in timeout is the last episode. If you go back, we had about 15 minutes of just like that, just because of Michael, he was in timeout.
Good help is hard to find, guys.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good help is hard to find.
Mm-hmm. But it's spring break, buddy. What are you thinking? You got the right apparel on. Skies out, thighs out.
Skies out, thighs out. It's Silky Friday.
Silky Friday. You want to tell people what Silky Friday is?
So Silky Friday is a tradition here at Grunt Style. It's part of our culture. It's who we are. And every Friday, I and other team members here at Grunt Style HQ like to wear silkies. And we, day or night, cold or warm, doesn't matter what time of year it is, we break the thighs out, baby. And we wear silkies all over the office. Guys, girls, it doesn't matter.
We don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate. So my thighs are out right now. You can't see them because I'm there's a table right here. But underneath that table, my thighs are out. Look at that.
All day, baby.
You guys already saw my legs in the last video. So
speaking of traditions, within Grunt Style, we also have you're wearing a specific shirt.
I am. So this is a red shirt, RED. And RED is a special thing that we like to do. And it's not just a Grunt Style thing. This is kind of something that spans the country. And it's a movement that has been around for a long time. But RED stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. And basically, this is a way that people here in the States show support to those men and women that are still overseas, serving in some capacity, deployed, away from their friends, away from their family, and in harm's way and in danger all over the world. And it's just our small way of showing support and giving back. And so we here at the office every Friday, everybody wears a Red Friday shirt. Everybody that, except JD, because JD doesn't support the troops, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess I lost focus of the mission. I was more focused on my thighs being exposed and supporting the troops. Do I go join Mike?
To not support the troops.
Mike, you got space over there?
This is about to be a one-man show if you guys keep screwing up. So yeah, it's Red Friday here at Silky Friday. And, if you haven't seen some of the Red content that's out there, actually JD's team last year put out a fantastic Red Friday video.
Yeah, shout out to the team.
That is all over our social media. It's on our YouTube. It's on American Grit. It's everywhere. So if you guys haven't seen that video, that's just a small piece of what we do here. And I see Will in the comments. Will, I'm going to see you not this week. I'll see you on the 25th in Fort Campbell, Kentucky for the Grunt Style Foundation deployment.
For those who don't know about the foundation, let them know about what a deployment is and why it's happening.
Yeah, Grunt Style has its own 501c3, a nonprofit Grunt Style Foundation whose main and only purpose is to take care of active duty military families and veteran families. They do that in a lot of different ways. Once a month, they give out a HBOT chamber that helps with toxic exposure and kind of resetting the body. They do once a quarter, they do a deployment where the Grunt Style Foundation goes out and provides 50 tons of food to over 500 military active duty families.
Or those 50 tons. What's the math on that? Can you give it to me in English?
It's a lot.
How many MRE packs is that?
It's probably a metric fuck ton.
That's a shirt.
Yeah, that's a shirt. So the foundation goes out there, does that. And this quarter, they're going to be in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, home of the 101st Airborne Division, Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles.
And I will be there with them, assisting them in that journey and kind of helping them. And it's going to be awesome. You know, Tim Jensen, the president of the Grunt Style Foundation, the Grunt Style First Sergeant, will be there. There's going to be some other VIPs. Friday night, there will be a benefit concert that benefits the Grunt Style Foundation. So if you're anywhere near Fort Campbell, Kentucky, check it out. You know, Nashville's an hour and 15-minute drive. So if you're in Nashville, if you're in Clarksville or any of those areas, come out, hang out with the Grunt Style Foundation, or volunteer, you know, get involved. Volunteer with the Grunt Style Foundation.
Yeah, and if you can't step in or show up, the foundation is always looking for support. So if you visit the gruntstylefoundation.org website, you'll be able to donate. You know, your money goes a long way, and we're trying to help as many veterans as we can. So the more help we get, you know, the better.
You know, there's an awesome feature on the Grunt Style website. If you like to purchase merch, or if you're doing it in one of our 16 retail stores across the country, you can actually round up your purchase and the remainder goes to the Grunt Style Foundation, or you can make a donation of any amount right there at the cash register through the website, and you can donate to the Grunt Style Foundation. So that's a great way to help out and help support.
Yep, I agree, man. So speaking of, so we're talking about, you know, military. We're talking about spring break.
Spring break. You know what I love about spring break, JD?
What?
The 4 L's. Ladies, loose standards, lubricant, liquor.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, man. But not in that order, right?
No, not necessarily in that order.
What's your favorite? You forgot one. Can I add one?
Yeah,
5?
Absolutely.
Low standards?
Low standards. Yeah. Low standards, loose morals, whatever. That sounds like a safety brief in the making right there. Don't worry. We're going to touch on that.
Get there.
We'll get there.
You know, last week you shared a story about your safety brief, right?
Yeah.
So I have a safety brief story that happened around
spring break.
And it had nothing to do with any beaches.
Before you tell your spring break story, I want to put a call out to everybody watching this and everybody that's going to watch it afterwards. Share your safety brief story with us. Please. Share your spring break story with us. I know some of you crazy fuckers out there have a spring break story, have some kind of craziness that you've gotten into. I served with a lot of you.
And if you don't, you're fucking liars.
Yeah. If you say, oh, no, I never did anything crazy. Yeah, okay.
Prudes.
Loser.
So there I was in Fort Bragg. Right. There's this famous bar out there. If you go out, it's called Patty's. If you've ever been there, shout out to Patty's over there. That place is great. It's an Irish bar, but the thing about this place is it'll pop off like that, right? So one night, spring break starts. You know, it's Friday. Everyone's loose. Everyone's drinking. There's fights in that corner. There's fights in that corner. But it's okay. We're brothers. We're just trying to talk shit out. If anything, you should have moved the fuck out of the way the first time, right? So we're there singing that song, wow, we'll walk 1,000 miles, however the song goes, right? We're trashed on Jameson, fight breaks out. Next thing you know, we're handcuffed for whatever reason. We didn't start the fight, but they caught us first because we're the dumbasses that didn't leave, and we ended up on the side of the sidewalk, handcuffed, and down we go to Fayetteville, cross something police department.
Old Vietnam.
Yeah, you ever heard of it? Mm-hmm. Born there, left there? Yeah. So 4 a.m, cop walks in.
First sergeant. The big dog. You can either really make shit really bad for you or really help your ass out. He did both going into spring break. So if you Google how far the Fayetteville Police Department is from Fort Bragg, it's about 9 miles. So he shows up. He's like, you have 2 options. You can jump in my little 2-seater, and there's 8 of us. Or you can take these orange vests. We'll go for a little hike, and we'll talk about this back at the bees. 4 a.m, we're still fucking drunk. We're actually looking for the next drink. You think we're going to care about logic? We said, yeah, let's go for a walk. Man, the longest 4 hours of my life. So that's 9 miles. If you've ever been to Bragg, our dens is one hilly-ass road. 4 a.m, we're trashed as shit.
half naked because it gets hot. Come on, we're not going to wear clothes and do this shit. Only thing we're missing is our is our goddamn rucksacks. So there we are in our dens, 9 miles, puking, asking questions. Homeboy. I say that because he's out. We're out, but Top is in the back, right? So we're in formation, and he's following behind us, going about 5 miles, playing music, drinking his coffee, not giving a shit while we're puking. Some of us are probably still drinking.
Oh, for sure.
I'm still drinking. When we got to the bees, that's where he fucked us up.
Yeah, that's where the fun started. How many push-ups did you do
on that day?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably all of them.
No. Sure, not even. No, there's times you just fucking lay there.
Yeah. Do push-ups until I'm tired.
I mean, I walked away with no record of it happening.
Yeah.
We walked those 9 miles, sweated out, went for another PT session for the rest of the next 6 days, really, because First Sergeant didn't take leave during spring break.
Of course he didn't.
Maybe we get an AR-15. Not Article 15, sorry.
I was going to say, he handed you an AR-15.
Hey. I'll take that.
So,
Top is cool.
What's your lesson learned from that experience, JD?
I don't know. I've ran like 8 marathons since then. If anything, I channeled it and used it as fuel.
you got turned on by that? You're like, I like this.
Govern me more,
now
Daddy.
I'm going to go run marathons. Yeah, love the hats. These are the infamous hats from the Grunt style booth at the rodeo in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
These are limited edition.
You have to come down to San Antonio to get those, actually.
Yeah, these are like one of what we order, 100, 200?
Too easy?
Yeah.
Turned some eyes in the carnival, though.
It did.
Moms, kids, dads.
My outfit, which I was pretty much dressed just like this, silkies, shirt, ridiculous cowboy hat, very popular with the 65 to 80-year-old female demographic at the San Antonio rodeo.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that number?
65 to 80-year-old female demographic.
Social Security collectors. Okay.
Sugar mama.
Free. So she's free. She's retired.
Yeah.
She's probably available.
I healed a woman at the rodeo. Can I talk about this?
Please.
This lady rolls up in a wheelchair with her son. And she's in the wheelchair and she goes, "Hey, I'd really like to take a picture with you." And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely. I'd love to take a picture with you. I'd be honored." And so I start to squat down to take a picture with her, and she stands up out of her wheelchair. She stands up.
It's a miracle.
And not does she just stand up. She stands up and she starts walking around, looking for the perfect lighting, looking for the background, looking for like some good bokeh.
Wait, to be fair, I do that too as a photographer. What's up?
But like she had been in a wheelchair right before this. Uh-huh. And you guys all made fun of my white thighs and all that. Okay. Fuck you. You guys are bullies. But these thighs brought this woman out of her wheelchair at the rodeo. When was the last time you healed someone? Anybody? Nobody? No? Me? Okay.
I've never risen anyone from the dead. Right?
I haven't done that yet.
I haven't brought anyone back.
Maybe that'll be my next miracle.
I mean, maybe that'll happen over spring break, right?
Maybe. So what do you got planned for spring break, JD? Any big plans?
Stuff with the kids, man. Yeah. We're going to go camping, get away from people. I like to get out, enjoy nature, and
yes,
mind my own fucking business.
Yes. You're a fellow disabled veteran. We get free admission to all Texas state parks.
Really?
Yes. As long as you're over 60% disabled. You can go in, show them your paperwork, and they'll print you out a little card, and you get free admission for 2 people to all Texas state parks. I found that out last weekend. We went down to the Frio River and hung out.
What'd you do at the Frio River? Are you going back for spring break?
I might. I don't really know what I have planned for spring break. I do know that
you have plans tomorrow. You have plans tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So let's talk about that tomorrow.
Give him a plug.
Grunt Style will be at the San Antonio Police Department Memorial Car Show here in San Antonio. So we'll be there, open to close. We'll be selling some shirts. Dan, Eric, and I will be there. If you guys want to challenge Team Sack Tap, the reigning champions in cornhole, we'll be there. We'll take all challengers.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the name again?
Sack Tap.
Sack Tap. Very
because you throw the sack and it taps the board as it slides into the hole.
And once it's in,
you score.
That's the point of the game.
That's the point. So, Dan and I will be there, taking all challengers, playing some cornhole. It's just really a nice time to come out and support the San Antonio Police Department. We're big supporters of law enforcement, and it's a great way to give back and we're excited to be there and hang out with you guys. And then tentatively, the weekend after that, Dan and I will be in Galveston for the IW Silkies hike.
Ooh.
So
before we get into IW Silkies hike really quick, shout out to Ken, spring break. He's out in Korea. I failed the PD test to not go to Korea.
Oh, God.
No thanks.
There's nothing about Korea that sounds fun to me.
No thanks.
Do you ever like to be micromanaged by other full-grown adults while you're a full-grown adult? How about being told what time you have to go to sleep? Then you would like Korea. If you don't like those things, you probably won't like Korea.
Nah, I'm good. I went to Germany instead.
Yeah. I went to Iraq, but whatever.
I just spring break there now.
Oh, God. It'd be a lit party, dude.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right, man. So, safety brief. Spring
Safety
break.
brief.
Do you want to get into the safety brief?
Yeah. Bring that camera in.
Bring that camera in.
Spring break. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up here. Safety brief. Because I know you all are going to go out and do the exact opposite of what I'm telling you to do right now. But listen to me, okay? I'm trying to help you, okay? I don't want you guys to stand in front of the commander and the first sergeant on Monday, or stand in front of your boss or your spouse or anything like that and say, hey, guess what I did? And then have to tell them about how you got drunk at the bar, took all your clothes off, threw up, and tried to fight a police officer, got tased, and ended up in jail. I'm not saying I know that from experience. I just know it can happen. So listen up. Here's the safety brief. If you're going out this weekend and you're drinking, don't drive. We all have a magical thing right here in our pockets that we can summon a total stranger from the internet to drive us around when we're drunk. So if you're drinking, you're not driving. If you're driving, don't drink. It's not worth the risk. Don't do it. If you're out boating, because it's spring break, baby, and in some parts of the country, it's warm enough, like here in San Antonio, where it's going to be 90 degrees. If you're out on the water, don't boat and drink. If you're drinking out on a boat with the ladies, don't drive the boat. Let somebody else do it. Keep somebody sober enough to drive. It's not fun. It's not smart.
And invite us.
I love a good boat. Listen up. If you're diving into some wet stuff, make sure you wear a life jacket.
Yes.
Yes. I mean a condom.
We like to call them Kevlars.
Yeah. Wrap it before you tap it, gents. It goes both ways. If you're a Grunt style fan, you're probably not fit to be a parent. Well,
bro, I got 3 kids. Dude.
Yeah, I do too. So never mind. But guys, seriously, be careful, be cautious. Just because it's Friday doesn't mean we throw caution to the wind and we get crazy. So have fun, have a plan, and yeah.
Check on your buddies too.
Yeah, check on your buddies, man. We know that mental health is such an important thing in our communities, and especially as veterans. You know, the 22 a day number has been floating around for a long time. Some people say it's accurate. Some people say it's not. I don't care, honestly.
It's still there.
It one a day is too many. So check on your buddies. It is your responsibility. It is your duty. Just because you're not in anymore, just because you haven't spoken in a while, check on them, man. Make a phone call, send a text message, send a Facebook message, do something. Do something. You don't want to be the guy or girl sitting there at a funeral saying, man, I wish I had just checked in. So check in on your buddies. Even if it's not for mental health, it's good to have people around and hang out and go do stuff. It's spring break. If you're going to make bad decisions, at least do it with somebody else.
We should start like a running bet in the office on just the stupid shit that we'll talk about on Monday.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because it's 2023, right? Like, it's not been... I mean, we say this every year. Oh, this year's been crazy. But now we're getting... This year, in and of itself, I think you said it best, is a psyop.
It's a psyop. It's a fucking psyop.
Dead Presidents, if you haven't checked it out.
Yeah, our President's Day video. You know, that's a great plug right there, JD. If you guys love the content that you see from Grunt Style, go check out American Grit.
Yeah, come to American Grit, guys. We gave Mark Zuckerberg the finger and told him to suck it, even though we're on the platform right now.
Well,
thanks.
But American Grit is really that platform where all of Grunt Style content can live, and the stuff that maybe we can't show on Facebook, that's the place to find it, is on American Grit.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff going on American Grid right now. Like today, we just released a 3-part series on Gas Eye and the Warfighter. You know, we're working with different partners and different initiatives to talk about, you know, psychedelics in the veteran space specifically. Talking about a lot of badass women during Women's History
Yes.
Month. We got the triple nickel. We got veterans like Killer Chick, Kim Campbell and the Murder Hawk story, supported by VBT. We got Silver Star medal. I'm sorry, Silver Star recipient Dion Hester. We're starting her story today. We got a story about the triple nickel. You ever heard about the triple nickel?
Yeah, I read the article.
Right, it's good. So we're just trying to shine some light to some women who have done some really badass shit on behalf of our country.
And you made a great point. If you guys love violent but true bedtime stories with the Grunt Style First Sergeant, that whole series from season 1, episode 1, all the way up to the current is all on American Grit. And how long before the season finale comes out, GD?
Ooh, so that's something we're working toward now. So 1, make sure you file your taxes. And 2, make sure you catch the season finale of season 6 on April 18th. April 18th. But before that, we got one more episode, and then we're going to start introducing more violence. We're going to turn up the violence, per se. We got a lot of things in the...
Would it be accurate to say we're turning the violence up to 11?
Yeah, we're just going to keep stacking bodies. Really.
I love it. Nothing like the smell of napalm and dead bodies in the morning.
Speaking of,
yeah,
let's transition to our final segment.
Yeah, the four-toe salute. So, real quick, a brief history of the four-toe salute. This is something that we do at Grunt Style, and we've been doing it since the beginning of Grunt Style. And just recently have we started to share this tradition with you, and it's called the four-toe salute. So, if you're watching, the 27 of you watching right now, grab a drink and join us as we do the four-toe salute. To those who served.
Cheers.
To those who supported us while we served, couldn't have done it without you.
Cheers to y'all.
To those young bucks out there still carrying the torch of freedom to this day, cheers. Lord knows you need it.
Suckers. Thank you, though.
And finally, to those brothers and sisters that made the ultimate sacrifice and never made it home, we remember you.
And we miss you. Cheers.